Okay, so I just want to make a very quick video about how I go about making these little fellows, which are dot markers for guitar fretboards. These are obviously black and would go onto a maple fretboard, but I also use the same technique to make clay coloured dots to go onto rosewood fretboards. Now obviously these markers are kind of readily available and not expensive at all, but the way I make them is very cost effective, and it also gives you that added element of satisfaction to know that you've made them yourself. And what I use to make them is this stuff, Fimo or Fimo, and it's a polymer clay, so it's a modelling clay but it's a plastic, and this stuff comes in a block, but it's quite pliable and soft, and you can mould it into a shape, put it in the oven and it will harden up. And the way that I make my dot markers is by using this little block of aluminium. So I'm going to bring you in closer and we'll show you how I go about making these. So I use this little block of aluminium. It's about 10mm thick, and in it it's got six 6mm holes drilled in it, and it's got a variety of other holes, so some are 3mm, some are about 2.5. Bigger ones are obviously for the fretboard and the smaller ones are for the side markers. And all I do is I'll take a little lump of the Fimo, kind of mould it into a cylindrical shape, push it into the mould and then just compact it with a drill bit. And repeat that until I've got it filled up, and then I just take a razor blade and trim that off. And then I'll just repeat that all the way down the line. Now I'm going to make 3 of this clay coloured, and I'm going to make 3 black, because I need a set of black for an upcoming build. And these smaller ones can be a little bit more fiddly, but it's just a matter of just kind of poking it in there until you fill the hole up. So there they are, all filled up, and now this is going to go into the oven for half an hour. It's about 110 degrees C to harden up. Okay, so that's been in the oven for half an hour now, and they've all hardened right off. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get a bit of old sandpaper, just flush those off. Then just take the drill bit and push them out. Come out really easily. These smaller ones are a little bit harder, but once you get them moving, they're okay. Now on most kind of standard size necks, you'd use around about 10 dot markers, and I find that 3 of these little rods is enough to do that. So these just need cutting down a little bit now. And so to trim these down, I mean, it's really straightforward. Again, is I've simply got a scrap piece of wood with a 6mm hole drilled in. I just insert the little rod until there's the correct amount exposed, and then just cut it off with a flush trim saw. and it cuts really clean, really easily. You just push it out a little bit more, trim it off. And just keep going until you're done. So that's got 4 out of that little rod. And then I'll just do a couple of the clay coloured ones. And finally, in terms of installing them, I've just got a couple of test pieces there. Simply a case of dropping a dab of your favourite super glue in, installing the dart. Now these are always quite a tight fit, so I always give them a bit of a knock in with a mallet. And then just give them a quick sand off. And there we have them, the finished product. Now in terms of cost, I've just had a look online when these were baking, and you can buy a whole pack of this stuff for about £2.95. And as you saw, I hardly used any at all to make a full set of markers, so theoretically this stuff could last you for years. Well, I hope you found that useful. If so, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future content, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.